Hi, it's Claire, your intuitive reader. Am I reading your story? Let's find out. I hope you're all well. So what I'm getting is I got a lot of downloads. What I got is someone who shouldn't be competing with you is. This person is a person that should never compete with you. It could be a family member, and the idea of competition never entered your mind. It could be a work situation and you're surprised, a friend, your own children. I don't know what it is, a spouse. But this person really is seeing that you are manifesting, you are transforming. You've come out of that cocoon and you are emerging as the butterfly. You are emerging as who you truly are. And this truth is coming out of your transformation. You've actually always been this, but this person who you wouldn't think would compete with you has been. So they've been sowing the seeds of honesty, lies, and the truth is coming out. And that's your heart. The truth is that you have always been this butterfly. What I like about this is the truth and the butterfly in transformation here is they're both light. They're both light as a feather. The butterfly has those wings that if you touch, it'll make it so they can't fly anymore. So this person wanted to take away the magic powder, the magic essence of who you are, because it got in their way. And you wouldn't think that this would have been a person who would do that to you. You're seeing things differently. I'm getting a lot about ultraviolet rays, about things being, you didn't see them in the full spectrum that you were capable of seeing them, because if and when you did, that would mean you'd see the entirety of the entire truth, which was going to be so devastating. The truth, when you might have admitted it to yourself and been like, oh, okay, yeah, this person wants to see me in this space, this Five of Pentacles space. They want me to be in this lack mindset. They want to feel like they're on the outside looking in. All the while, you were the person in the light. You were that person, and they were trying to change your perspective of you knowing this, because that would enable them to take control. I keep getting, I kept getting over the Thanksgiving holiday. I'm in the US. This idea of the evil queen, of looking in that mirror and saying like, who's the most beautiful, who's the truest, who's this, that, and the other. And the mirror always said back the truth of, it's someone else. It's this person you're putting down. It's you. It's the collective. And so they were basically going behind your back and seeding lies and propagating distruths about who you were, so that they could shine in the light, because they always wanted to make you feel like you had to help them, that you couldn't move on without them, that you were not the fairest of them all. But meanwhile, you were the fairest of them all, and they were just and so these truths are coming to light. You are having the truth of what being a good person redefined. You thought it was, turning the other cheek and not telling the truth about this person, but meanwhile, you not telling the truth, you not making that decision to actually tell the truth. You were told that if you told the truth about this person's behavior or actions, that it would make you a bad person. Like, to be a good person, you had to keep protecting this person. Meanwhile, they were going behind your back and spreading lies. See, they're behind you, like you're turned this way, looking at the truth, knowing what the right thing was, but feeling conflicted, the right direction was, but feeling conflicted because you've been told that if you told the truth about this person, that you would actually be the bad person. Meanwhile, they were just going behind your back. See, she's behind here in secret, and also behind the collective's back. So, and this was causing the Wheel of Fortune to be disruptive. It was supposed to be in your favor this entire time. You actually were. That was your life path, was to have good fortune. But this person was convincing you that to be a good person, and they might have been responsible, you know, like a parent, grandparent, somebody who had a lot of sway on you, they had taught you to protect themselves, to protect their deviousness, to keep them in a higher position, that your pedestal, you had to stay on a pedestal and be above reproach. And if you actually told the truth, if you actually came forward and refused to continue this illusion that you were actually the bad person, like you were actually the devil when it was actually Pan, and you were actually. So you're coming to understand that your true path was one of love and light, and you were always this innocent person. People saw you as that until this person would come along and betray you without you even knowing. They were like collecting information about you and then just seeding it wherever they, you know, speaking to the birds and letting them fly. Oh, I didn't say anything. Oh, you know, that's just this person. And meanwhile, you know, you had been working really hard. You had been trusting your instincts, and you thought you were going in the right direction. But now you're seeing that your manifestation, your true path in life, your Wheel of Fortune is one that you always had. You just actually had to get rid of this person. And that's easier said than done, because this person is an integral part of your life, or so you thought. What you're not understanding is, by the time you find out how bad it really is, what they've been doing, when this message comes in, it will be devastating. You got 2 9s here, the 9 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles. And this is saying, since you always towed the line, you always stayed on the line, you always put the hard work in, it's manifesting in this beautiful way. They were trying to convince you that this was your life. But what you didn't know was it was like a smoke screen. They were getting you to be defensive and having to stake your claim. Meanwhile, they were going behind your back and, you know, betraying you. Let's see what other downloads I got. Spreading, someone in your life was spreading lies. So, your view would be less in others' eyes. So they would be elevated. By pushing you down, this person has tried to elevate themselves. It went from the 6 of Cups, which is like that childlike wonder. They were even maybe talking about when you were a kid, and, you know, changing the viewpoint of what people saw. People would think you were one way, which is the correct way, which was the honest, who you are way. And that was leading, this realization, this coming out into the world is leading to the 10 of Swords. A painful ending. The truth is going to hurt you more than you could have possibly imagined. If you think what you speculated this person was doing, it's even worse. And it's going to hurt. But that painful ending will allow your true vision to open up. You will no longer have to be shut down and protective, because you knew instinctually that this person was doing stuff to you, but you couldn't, you know, you were taught that it would be petty, that it would be malicious to say, oh, this person did that, but that was keeping you stuck. So now that you have this vision open through painful things, there's no illusions anymore, but you're seeing things in a new spectrum. Which you couldn't see before. Yeah, they were trying to burden you with unrealistic expectations of saying like, well, to be a good person, you have to do this, this, and this. And meanwhile, they were doing none of those things. They were doing the opposite, but then holding you to a standard that if you even held them accountable, that they would, that you were bad, that you were not a good this, that, and the other spouse, daughter, son, parent, friend, neighbor. It doesn't matter what it was. But this, I get, is something very, very close to home. So this is saying your generosity is leading to this ending. This leading, your generosity to those around you is leading to the truth coming out, a very painful truth that you were always, actually acting much more like a good person versus this person. And that's leading to this painful ending. But again, it's allowing you to see the world from its true brilliance and beauty. So yeah, let's see what else we get. I hope you guys are doing great. But let's see. Okay. Wheel of Fortune again. Okay. We've gotten now 2 Wheels of Fortune. So that's very interesting. One is on land and one is in the water. So this is like coming into the 3D world, and this is to deal with your emotions. The wheel is turning in your favor with and then we have the 4 of Pentacles, and this is staying still. Let the water flow. Let whatever they've done come to light. Don't get in the way of it, because like a waterfall is extremely powerful, and if you try to stop it, it's fruitless. But if you let it flow, it will carry things. It will smooth the rocks. As time goes on, it will all smooth out, and the truth will come out, and the wheel will turn in your favor. Because you got the Ace of Swords here, the truth. And I see these bats as the things that were unseen are coming to light, and this is bringing you abundance. These things have to come out. The skeletons in the closet, the bats in the attic, everything has to come to light in order for you to clearly see that you were always doing the upstanding thing. You were always choosing, here's a little house in the background, you were always choosing to be the better person, to be in the light, and meanwhile they were not. It's coming to your knowledge that this person or people was not, but I get that it's one person. Keep your energy balanced. I'm getting a lot of numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, or 2, 3, 4, or 7, 7, 7. But a lot of sequences are coming up. And also the date I'm recording this is 12/02/2024. I don't know when I'll post it, but that's 12 times 2 is 24, and then 02 and 20 are mirrors of each other. So there's a lot of interesting progression going on. And I got this card a lot, so this I find interesting. The 6 of Wands. This is victory. Victory is going to come to you because you always sat in that higher light. You didn't let, even if you had known that this person was talking badly about you and sabotaging your reputation, you wouldn't have returned the favor. Because you sit in your King of Swords energy. You're very this is an Aquarius. This is the card that represents Aquarius. And you're always okay, just because someone's doing something to me doesn't mean that I should do it to them. You're in that way of thinking, of being of a higher mind, of seeing things from a different perspective, of holding on to the truth. And the truth will ultimately lead to your victory, of you being seen in this light that you were meant to be seen in. But they wanted to get in the way of that. See, you got that Ace of Swords, and then you're the King of Swords. So there's this really, You know, the truth is the truth. It doesn't matter if years go on or your whole life goes on and people have been talking badly about you. The truth is the truth. So I'm going to see if I get any more cards on how to deal with this. Can you guys give me a card? Okay, 3 cards on how to deal with this. 4 cards. Okay. So the 3 of Wands, and actually we got the 3 of Wands before. Actually, it was the 2 of Wands. So you asked this question, you were like, what should I do about the truth? And you got your answer. The truth is a magnifying glass in this instance. It's to shine the light on it. It's to not shy away from the nitty gritty, the details. Like maybe it is time to tell the truth in its entirety, to set the record straight. Yep, and 2 of Wands, you got another 2 of Wands. So this is like looking where there's smoke, there's fire. Where this smoke is coming out, shine the light on here, and it might start a fire. But that's not your responsibility to cover up what people are doing. You know, they're going to get defensive and they're going to try to come at you. It's like, oh, if you want to instigate the truth here, which is going to cause them pain, they're going to bring the fire straight to you, conflict. And you have to sit with this and continue to work on yourself. Like really see the truth in what you're asking of yourself. See how much work it's going to be. But when you put in the work, when you see things clearly, and when you shine light on them, it's going to manifest into abundance. I think that's a better way of functioning in the world than pretending everything's just okay. It's great. It's fine that people are talking about me behind my back. If you notice throughout your life that everywhere you go, people have this idea of you or treat you a certain way, think about the people who are around you. Do they talk about others behind their back? Do they make up stories and lies? If they do, then there's a good chance that they're doing it to you. And you no longer need to be in a protection of like, oh, I've got to be the bigger person. You still be you are the bigger person because you are just telling the truth. And the truth is fine. You know, people get afraid of the truth, but you're remembering to be vulnerable. The vulnerability can hurt. Like when you tell someone the truth and they don't want to hear it, they'll act like you're stabbing them with glass. But it's the truth. And here's another butterfly. Here's all these butterflies and, oh, that's a dragonfly. So we've got, you know, this truth, and the dragonfly zigzags. It changes direction. So like the truth has many facets. The truth is the truth. And sometimes the truth hurts. But it's better than living a lie. I would rather be alone and not have people in my life who are lying to serve them. You know, that's not easy, but, you know, you will find a community. And honestly, keeping your own company is better than being surrounded by deceptive serpents. You know, it's much better than not realizing that, you know, somebody will stab you as soon as they'll, you know, help you. I mean, what kind of life is that? I would rather know and actually be by myself and work on myself. So if this was your story, hey, it's a rough one, but we're here as a community. And if you need to reach out, please do. So I love you guys. Mwah. And I'll see you soon. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, and turn on that little notification. And I'll see you guys soon. I love you guys so much. Peace, love. See you soon. Bye.